My presentation title is Learning Analytics for Program Review. And I will use an example from a science program to share with you how we did the learning analytics for a program review. So, and I will first talk about the purpose of program assessment and then the cross-institutional project that we did together with 2 other universities in Hong Kong to review the 4-year curriculum and program. And then I will talk about the data analysis and results based on the science program and also the implications and future work. So why do we have to do the program assessment? It is all because that we want to prove so as to demonstrate to students, faculty, and staff, and outsiders, or that is all stakeholders, what the program is accomplishing, and to inform faculty and other decision makers of the impact of the program. And of course, to improve through providing feedback on how the program can be improved. And also to support, that is, to provide support for university decision-making activities. This is also based on the handbook by the University of Central Florida. So, but having said that, why we have to do the program assessment, how could we actually assist students to develop better learning strategies for their current studies and be successful in their chosen programs? And then, of course, we think about learning analytics. Could learning analytics help program leaders identify significant factors that predict students' academic achievement? This is because program leaders do not have these kind of background knowledge, and that's the reason why we have to devise something to help them. And because of that, the Polytechnic University of Hong Kong and then and the Hong Kong Baptist University, that is where I'm coming from, and the Chinese University of Hong Kong jointly wrote a proposal to the University Grants Committee of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Government to also do something. Okay, the project is called Enhancing Learning Outcomes for Students through a data-driven review of the 4-year curriculum in UGC-funded programs. And because you might not know, we have changed the curriculum structure from 3-year to 4-year in 2012. That is the education reform in Hong Kong. Then that's the reason why we would like to see if there is any thing that we that would like to improve for the new 4-year curriculum. And in terms of the institutional data that we received from the university, this is like for my university, Hong Kong Baptist University, we received the DSE result, that is like the university entrance examination, and then also the academic results of the individual students, as well as the student list. These are 3 spreadsheets, and we encountered challenges because these are like we have big data sets over for 3 cohorts, we have over 6,500 students academic achievement, where even though only 6,500 students, we have received over 15 million of individual records in multiple Excel worksheets. That means each student have more than 1,000 records. So this is so so make things very complicated, and it's make us encounter a lot of difficulties to do the analysis. As you can tell from the earlier speaker, from the first speaker, she also said that she got information from different sources. So it is so hard for us to compile. And we also find that there is incompatible format for use in future statistical analysis. Say, for example, using software like SPSS or SARS. So that's the reason why we, in the project, we devised a program review tool for the benefit of different stakeholders. Say, for example, for program leaders, they can use the tool to provide them the feedback on how the program can be improved, because there is some analysis involved. And for teachers, it supports academic advising approaches. And for students, it assists them to develop better learning strategies for their current studies, because we would like to provide the predictors and to project their learning throughout their 4-year study based on the data learning analytics of the previous cohorts. And the function of this PRT is to combine for us 3 data files into one database. Of course, we have to have one file, and each student's only one row of record, like everything in one line, rather than 1,000 lines. Okay, and also to conduct a statistical analysis, like descriptive analysis, regression, and correlation, and so forth. So the first thing we have to do is to format the data as well as to do the analysis. When we got the institutional data, we put into the PRT tool to do some formatting, and actually to integrate all the data sets, like from the 3 data sources, the 3 spreadsheet, and make them into compatible format with other statistical software. And then we did the data analysis. And when we have all these like in one spreadsheet, then we have to categorize the institutional data into different types, say like whether the data are for like is demographic or pre-admission information or academic information or academic results. And we of course would put a lot of emphasis on the DSE result, that is the entrance score, as well as and the linkage to the academic results like honors classification, cumulative GPA, semester GPA, and so forth. And we have devised like different research questions we have altogether for our university, 7 research questions for this particular analysis. And you will find that the first 5 are actually at the institutional level. We aggregate all the data from different programs and then do the analysis and make a holistic picture for the institution's senior management's consideration and review for future improvement. And we also emphasize 2 research questions at the program level, that is to help the program leaders to see if there is any improvement needed for their curriculum. And the 2 research questions regarding the program are to examine the relationship between the GPA of core courses on final CGPA, that is like their award, honors and honors award, and to compare the relationship between each semester GPA as well as the final cumulative GPA. And we use like regression and correlation to do the analysis. And the results of the science program actually is from the biology program. We masked a majority of the data, but then I can disclose to you this is from the biology department, the program, one of the programs from the biology department. And the regression is like, based on the regression, we would like to identify which semesters predicting students' final cumulative GPA, grade point average, we highlight the top 3 regression coefficients. Even though it is for this particular program, we find that indeed for the whole university, majority of the programs have similar results. That is the year 1 second semester GPA and the year 2 second semester GPA and the 4th year first semester GPA actually predicting the final cumulative GPA. You can see from here, first year, second semester, like significantly predicting like 0.202, even though it is not very high, okay, but still this is the top 3, second year, second semester, and then 4th year, first semester. Program leader always asks me why, and actually I ask them why, because they are the program leader. They have to ask the students and to check their program as well. And that's the reason why we also provide some more information this is the correlation analysis. We put it like as a network analysis, is to identify which courses having most of the significant correlations with others. That is, if it is the first year, second semester, and second year, second semester, the first year courses and the second year courses like have more like predicting power towards the final GPA. And that's the reason why you can see from this network diagram, you will see the red boxes, the red frame, actually are some of the courses that we identified that are core to the program. You will find this program very interesting. Many of the courses are actually not linking with one another. The program leader has to rethink what happened to this program, why the courses are not linking to one another. When, say, for example, the higher level courses like level 4 courses actually requires a prerequisite of a third year courses. So it should be somehow has a linkage, but then we cannot tell it is like truly linking with one another except these few courses. And it is very interesting that there are two nooks like the third year courses and the fourth year courses here. The program leader has to rethink when they see this kind of network analysis and have to go back and look at very preliminary results. Say, for example, to look at this kind of grade distribution in each course. Is this something wrong for some of the courses? Whether it is like left skewed, that is like having too much A's. Yeah, now I have to make it clear. The Hong Kong Baptist University adopts outcome-based teaching and learning approach, as well as criterion-based referencing. We do not norm our students, but then when the program leader sees these kind of like courses like having a lot of A's, probably the assessment might not be like probably too easy and needs to be rethinked or redesigned the assessment. And this is the job of the program leader. And also, and see if there are courses that have their grade distribution right skewed, that is like more students, majority of the students, I see for this course, it is a mathematics course, okay, majority of the students got C or below. So there might be something wrong with this. And then this course, like a third level course and the fourth level course. And I think this like provide an implications to our program leader. This is important for them, and as well as academic advisors to give them better support to students in the particular core courses. If they know that one subject is a killer course, they probably either talk to the course instructor or like who is course leader, and to see if the assessment has need to be adjusted, and also to alert the students who are studying right now and will study probably a course in the future that is a killer subject. Then to alert them, you have to make sure that you have a good foundation of like a prerequisite courses, and also help the program leaders and academic advisors to identify associations of core courses with other courses within the curriculum, as well as to review overall curriculum towards the core courses. But all in all, I think it is more important to communicate with the program leaders and academic advisors on the results and to promote the utilization of learning analytics to support the student success for informed improvement. This is the utmost important, is to communicate. Even if we have done everything, like do all the analysis, if we do not communicate with the program leaders and the relevant stakeholders, that is like not enough. We also have to share these kind of information with our students as well in the near future. And that's all my sharing, and thank you very much. So any questions for me? Any questions? We still have 4 minutes. If you have questions for Annabella, is it Annabella still here? Oh, yes. If you have like, because I squeeze my sharing, and then if you have question for Annabella, please do so as well. Yes. Do you look at other factors such as self-advocacy, resilience, etc., and how they relate to students' GPA? Oh, sorry, good point. We didn't do these kind of self-advocacy and resilience. I think we didn't even collect this kind of data within the institution. Do you mind to also share with us how you collect this kind of like self-advocacy and resilient data? Canon, is it Canon? Oh, and Sushil, what is the limitation of this research? I assume you're asking me, right? The limitation is like it is so hard to get the institutional data, and it is some sort of like and indeed we cannot get say like what Canon asked is we do not have self-advocacy and we do not have resilience data. It is only part of very reliance on the academic results, and you cannot see the whole picture if you would like to summarize whether the university students' university life. Okay. They are usually conducted through certain self-reported instruments. Oh, okay. But is it like Canada? Is it institutional? Okay. Have you communicated the results? Have you realized the impact of the study? I only able to communicate with several program leaders, not all yet, because we have like less than like 70 programs, including the postgraduate programs. But then I only managed to contact a few, and they found it like interesting, and they actually go back and look at their whole curriculum and the courses again, and talk to their those respective course leaders as well. Okay, so thank you, Kenneth, for giving me more information. So thank you very much. It is 3:20, so I have to finish my section, my presentation time.